I am going to my first college soccer game of this season, as I'm going to be going to San Francisco and going to SF State to watch a Division II college soccer game between SF State Gators versus Fresno Pacific Sun Birds. Now, we are early in the college soccer season. In fact, it's only the second game for both of these teams. And because we're early in the college soccer season, and as it is the case for most college sports, this is a non-conference matchup, and it's going to be very hard to predict who's going to win this game because both of these teams lost their opening game of their college soccer season. So certainly both of these teams would love to bounce back, but we'll see who can do so in this game. Let's go soccer. So I've just arrived here at the stadium. It looks like the earlier game, a girls soccer game, just concluded while I'm here. So as both of those teams make their way off the pitch, we're about to see our game today, and you can see there are the players that are warming up for the second game. I'm not quite sure if these are the SF State player or these are the SF State player that is just making their way down here. I believe this is probably the Fresno Pacific player because they're wearing orange, and that is their main color. And over there on that side is the SF State player doing just kind of like their pregame warm-up on the track. We still got about 30 minutes before the kickoff of this match. All right, so this is something that I don't think I've ever seen, which is instead of usually have both teams basically walk out to the center circle, instead looks like the PA announcer just pretty much is announcing each of the player to be on the pitch. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting kind of way to walk out, but I guess that's how they do it in Division II of college soccer. But as I said, in just a bit we're going to get ready for the start of the match once they basically announce the Fresno Pacific and SF State player in this game. There on the right, instead they're going to keep going to the left. Now the cross comes in. Half-hearted shout for a handball is not given, and then this is going to go way high there. It's not all the way clear, and well, now it's been taken away, but it's given right back to the Sunbirds, and it's just wide there, and that probably is the best chance of this game, as is the fact that you can see how the clock is counting down. Once again, going to go short. Once again, trying to do something off the training ground, and that one is going to go wide there. It might have hit that wheel in the near post. The Gators didn't really close that one down. Now, going the other end here, and well, it's given right back. It is now a long-range effort. Is going to go wide there. Again, there's a free-man wall being set up. Let's see if he's going to go for goal. Instead, he's going to dink it in. Oh, the goalkeeper, he didn't get to it, and he palmed that one away, and now the flag is up for offside as, well, the goalkeeper, he kind of made amends of it by making that save, but on the original attempt, he came off his line trying to punch it, and only time we have said, when you're a goalkeeper and you're trying to punch that one away and you don't get to it, you are basically left in no man's land. And again, he, in the end, made amends for it, at least making the save. In the end, it was a nice recovery by his teammate, but certainly a big chance. And speaking of big chance, here comes the Gators as the flag stays down. And that cross took a deflection, still another chance. It's blocked away, and then that one is going to fizz wide there. And not dealing the header cleanly like what we saw. Oh, now that is going to be offside. And, well, the goalkeeper, he made a big save here, but it was all for naught because the flag came up for offside. Nice low strength that is being shown. And now he's going to go for goal from long range. And, well, again, it's not the first time we have seen long-range effort. We have seen a lot of that here in this game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that is the end of the first half. And as it's halftime here at SF State, it's scoreless between SF State Gators and Fresno Pacific Sun Birds. So it's halftime here at SF State as I'm now making my traditional walk to the other side of the stadium. And at halftime, it's scoreless between SF State Gators and Fresno Pacific Sun Birds, and there's definitely been some chances for both of these teams, although most of these chances has been kind of long-range effort. They haven't really troubled the goalkeeper whatsoever, but we'll see how this second half is going to be. Obviously, the message for SF State in the second half is not only to continue to create these chances, but they need to cut down in terms of these bad turnover in their own end. I mean, most of the chances that the Sunbirds have got so far has been because of bad turnover from SF State, whereas for, the Sunbirds, I'm pretty sure they would definitely like to push up a little bit more. I mean, they were kind of pinned deep for part of this game, and certainly I think their head coach would want his team to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to push up, trying to win the ball high up the pitch, because they know the Gators are vulnerable at the back in terms of turning the ball over in a bad spot. But yeah, let's see how this second half is going to be. Let's see if we're going to see the opening goal of the second half.
And now it looks like both teams is back on the pitch. Well, at least the SF State players are back on the pitch. The Fresno Pacific Sun Birds player just kind of getting in the huddle, and now they're back on the pitch. And in just a bit, we're going to get ready for the start of the second half here at SF State in San Francisco.
Are kind of blocking the way of the pitch as now this ball comes in. It's a free hitter, and it's in the back of the net, and SF State take a 1-0 lead just 3 minutes into the second half. Well, you can tell what it means to this team. Pretty much the entire bench celebrate there. Certainly the home fans celebrate there as well, but SF State draw first blood here. It's headed here. No foul is being called. So now this one is dinked to his teammate. Oh, and he puts it over. Oh, what a big miss that is. Well, it was not easy to try to hit that one off the volley, but from such a close range like that, you gotta say that has to be in the back of the net. Now, SF State, they could have a chance here on the transition as they feed this ball to the right side. Numbers are arriving in the box, and he's going to go for goal himself, and the keeper actually makes a good save there. I mean, from such a tight angle, you would expect the keeper to make a save as they go the other end here, and that's going to be a foul. It's a free kick here. And now, oh, well, now that is going to be more than just a free kick, because while the player, he definitely put some face toward an opponent, and again, it's definitely kicking off here, and at least there's been some unfriendliness that is shown. Usually, you see it coming together, the referee's gonna have to stop the clock, and that is gonna be a second yellow. So, that commotion that we saw earlier is now deemed as a second yellow for that player, and well, SF State, they're down to 10 men here.
Still a long time to defend with just 10 minutes. This ball comes in. It's not dealt with cleanly. It's still not dealt cleanly, and now the referee points to the spot, and it's going to be a penalty. Well, a penalty is coming up for Fresno Pacific, and I'll tell you what, on first look, it looked like it was just a collision between two Sunbirds player. You can see the SF State player, they're not happy, and right now the referee immediately waved the trainers on, because that was just a nasty collision there. But again, on first look, it looked like it was just two players kind of collide with each other that is from Fresno Pacific. I didn't think the referee was going to point to the spot, and a chance to tie this game up at 1 apiece. And here comes the penalty, and it's in the back of the net. The goalkeeper dives to the right, but looks like that one was hit straight down the middle. And with about 32 minutes left, the Sunbirds have tied the game up.
So about 30 minutes into this game, and it's actually now a 1-1 game between Fresno Pacific and SF State. SF State, of course, getting the opening goal just 2 minutes into the second half, but that feels more like a curse than a blessing for them, because ever since that moment, Fresno Pacific has been the better side. They got themselves the equalizer after a bit of a controversial penalty, in my opinion, but not to mention they're also a man up after just a silly kind of sending off by one of the the SF State player. And now we'll see whether or not if Fresno Pacific can ride this momentum, because, you know, the momentum is all with them. They're looking at trying to press to get all 3 points in. Now this ball whips in. Oh, it's able to get to that Gators player, but that's one is blocked away. But now that is in the back of the net, and SF State has retaken the lead. Well, the Sunbirds player, they feel like there probably should have been a handball, but SF State, really completely against the run of play, has retaken the lead with about 23 minutes to go. Right away, here comes the free kick. It's going to go for goal! And that is, well, did that go in? No, that looks like it hits the side netting. You can see some celebration there, at least from the visiting fan. They thought that went in. SF State trying to hold on to get a massive 3 points. Oh, what a ball this is. Here comes the Sunbirds. Is this one toward the back post? And it is in the back of the net. And the Sunbirds have tied the game up with 1.5 minutes to go. Well, you can see the celebration there down the corner flag, as the Sunbirds might have rescued themselves a draw out of this game. The corner comes in, it's headed away, and that is going to be the full-time whistle. Full-time here at SF State, as it ends honors even between SF State and Fresno Pacific Sunbirds. There was definitely some drama late in this game, but in the end, final score of this game, it is SF State Gators 2, Fresno Pacific Sunbirds 2. So just finished here at SF State, as in the end it ends in a 2-2 draw between the Gators and the Sunbirds. And what a way for me to return watching college soccer this season. I mean, we definitely got a very good game today. And, you know, for the Gators, they came so close of pulling off an improbable win here in this game, considering they were down to 10 men. And really, when they got that second goal, which was completely against the run of play, it looked like Fresno Pacific had all the momentum. It looked like the one was going to take the lead. But credit to the Sunbirds themselves, you know, even though they kind of got rattled after giving up that second goal, they definitely try to push to get this equalizer. Eventually does it with about 1.5 minutes to go. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sporthop series episode.